in high definition. This is Fox 2 News.
Well, it sounds kind of obvious, perhaps, that teaching kids to save money should start with their parents, but we know that parents aren't always the best role models when it comes to saving. So we have some advice here. Rachel Parent from Vantage Credit Union joins us this morning. You guys have a program called Money Matters, is that right?
Yes.
Tell me about the program and kind of what it's intended to do.
Well, our goal is really to reach as many students as we can from kindergarten through college and teach them how to handle their money responsibly before they get out and start handling big dollars on their own and making mistakes.
So how do you do that with a kindergartner? I mean, I assume the program kind of evolves over the years, but how do you start with like really young kids? What do you do?
With little kids, you start very basic. Just have them pick out something that they'd like to get, like a goal, and start saving for it, and really just teach them the basics of what money is, what it does, how you can earn it and use it to get the things you want and need.
This seems like such an antiquated idea in the electronic world that we live in, but this is this is a bank that you give to kids, I assume?
Yeah, this is something that I give out to the elementary school students to help them learn spending, saving, and sharing.
Do they still have banks? Do they use banks?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Okay. Well,
oh, yeah.
I did.
They still love pennies. They think, you know, a dollar's rich.
And it does all add up, right?
Oh, it does.
Okay, so you have some lessons there, and then this moves through high school, and I know a lot of, teenagers get into trouble going into college where the credit card offers come or the money's coming from mom and dad with no real rules attached to it. How do you get them ready for that transition into more of an adult setting?
Well, hopefully in high school they're learning what really is a need and what is a want, because even if you need clothing, that doesn't mean you need every piece of clothing you see. So helping them really prioritize what they have to have and what they can live without until later, and helping them try to make responsible choices with their money is the goal there.
Sounds like good advice for mom and dad too sometimes,
yes,
right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And getting mom and dad not to make the kid believe that they're going to be rich all their life and have mom and dad always buying things for them is important too.
Right. Well, it's fun. I was thinking when I knew that we were doing this segment, I was thinking back to when I was a kid. I remember vividly walking to the bank with my mom, and this is when banks still had Christmas clubs. I don't know if you still offer.
You still do
have those. And throughout the year it would be $20, $50, or whatever it was, and then come the holidays you get that little check from the bank. And it seems again maybe antiquated and silly, but I mean there's something to that. You're paying for your presents with cash. Yeah. No surprise credit card bill come January when nobody has any money, it seems, to pay anything off.
Exactly.
And I think that, really did teach me a lesson that, now 30 years later I still remember, So
yeah, and planning ahead instead of paying after you do something, saving up for the things that are really important.
That's great. And this program, you go to schools throughout the St. Louis area, is that right?
Yeah, we go St. Louis, St. Charles, Warren County, all the surrounding counties of St. Louis County as well. I've been doing it for 9 years. The credit unions had the program since '96.
That's terrific. And I assume if a school is watching and they want some information, they can contact Vantage Credit Union, and you'll take us care of it.
Info's on the website at vcu.com.
That's terrific. Well, great. Very colorful banks. Put one in your kid's bedroom, and maybe they'll have more money than you in a couple weeks or months. Rachel Parent, thanks so much for being here.
No problem. Thank you.
Have a nice weekend. April.
All right. Thank you, Elliot. Well, former game show host Bob Barker is resting at home.